Just to kind of update you guys if this is your first time checking in. So I'm building a Vitara piston and Speed Factory rod bottom end on the D16. I have a spare block in the storage unit right now. And I thought it'd be cool to see what let go first on the stock engine. And the other day I went up to 16 PSI and the head gasket blew. That's the only thing that went wrong so far. It wasn't really putting out the power that it should have been, because it was going full rich. The AFRs were reading like 10.0, but who knows what it actually was. It could have been like freaking 8.0, you know, it just doesn't register at that point. I'm gonna try and work out the bugs and figure out why my adjustments aren't actually doing anything in the maps. It's really frustrating. No matter how much fuel I take away, it stays rich. All right, so I feel pretty stupid right now. It was a very simple mistake that I made. It was in the options. So I had VTEC enabled, right? And this car does not have VTEC. So I think what was happening was at a certain RPM, it would actually activate the VTEC map. There's like a second fuel map for when VTEC engages. This car does not have VTEC, so it would engage. It would go to a second fuel map and just dump all kinds of fuel in the motor that it didn't know what to do with it. It was just going full rich and running like shit. Yeah, just options, VTEC, it was enabled. And the RPM was different there. It said like 6,000 or something. So disabled, and that seems to have fixed my problems. I'm gonna make some pulls and see if my changes actually make adjustments to the AFRs. Okay, so I made some quick pulls of like 5 pounds, and it went to like 10.2, 10.3, which I think I'm going in the right direction, because before it's 10.0. So I'm going to go and take out some more fuel and see if I can get it closer to like 11, between 11 and 11.5 is where I want to end up. It's going down to like 11.2 up top, it's not too bad. I'm gonna crank up the boost just a little bit. Probably go to 10 pounds with the AFRs right. So on 10 pounds of boost, if I can get the AFR around 11.5, it should actually pull harder than it did at 15 pounds going full rich, because it was just bogging out. It didn't really have the power to do anything at 15 pounds of boost. So I'm gonna try and get it at 10 pounds with the AFRs right. It should pull pretty good. At 6 pounds, it's already spinning the tires with the AFRs, you know, where they should be, so it should be pretty perfect. I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. One, 2, 3. Every full turn is almost a full pound of boost, so that should be at least around 10 to 12 pounds of boost right there. Yeah, as you can see, this is where I've been tuning right here, so I had to take away a lot of fuel. Definitely rich up top. So I'm gonna go up to 13 pounds and just start taking away a whole bunch of fuel, because apparently it does not need as much fuel as I thought it did. So yeah, so now I'm bringing on the fuel, and I'm in the #1 fuel map, but I do have the VTEC map disabled. So this is actually making adjustments now. 4,400 to 7,900. These are the maps that I'm messing with right here, because it isn't going to full boost until like 4,500, 5,000 RPMs. So I'm just messing with these maps in this area right here around 10 to 13. Yeah, that's what I'm taking fuel out of these little cells right here. Alright, so I kind of overshot it, went a little bit too lean. AFR was like a 12.5 or something like that. So I'm adding a little bit to try to bring it back down to the 11s. Yeah, it's kind of lean right there. So yeah, it's pulling really good. I'm glad I was just able to get this bug taken care of, because I was worried I was going to have fuel issues even with the Vitara bottom end. I'm just glad I'm able to get the AFRs right with the stock bottom end. It does have a blown head gasket, but at least I know I can get it right. Alright, so at 10 pounds of boost, it feels like it pulls stronger than it did at 16 pounds, but it was way too rich. So I'm glad I know that I can get the AFRs right, because it was really, really annoying me that I could not dig myself out of the hole being full rich. So I know I can get my AFRs right. I'm confident right now to go in and start swapping in my short block that I'm building. I would have hated to swap that motor in and still have tuning issues. I'm glad it was easy as just disabling that VTEC mode, because I don't have VTEC yet, but it is in the plans. It would be nice to have a Y8 head on here one day. So yeah, the temp is slowly creeping up, because it does have a blown head gasket after all. It's slowly burning coolant, and right now it's just to the point where it stays cool while I'm driving, but at a certain point it will start to overheat even while I'm driving. So I need to hurry up and get back home. I can definitely tell that it has more power, because when I brake boosted and let go, it actually spins the tires. It wouldn't even do that when it was at 16 pounds, when it was too rich. So yeah, I can definitely tell it's definitely running better. I'm kind of tempted to just top off the coolant and take it to 15 pounds with the AFRs looking good and see what it does. Because the only reason it didn't throw a rod is because it wasn't making the power to actually mess anything up. So 15 pounds tuned right, it'd be interesting to see what it does. Because I was hoping for a more dramatic ending to the stock motor besides just blowing a head gasket. That's kind of lame. Alright, if you liked the video, please like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to continue this build, hopefully start turning on the engine. The plan is to have a Speed Factory rod Vitara piston D16 and push at least 25 pounds of boost. Hopefully land around 4 to 450 horsepower. So yeah, if you're interested in sticking around for that, drop a sub. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.